Welcome everybody. Today we're gonna try to overcome calf genetics. And I know that is a big issue for everybody, and that is an issue for me. We're gonna be training calves every single day for 30 days. We're gonna show you the results, show you what I did for training, and at the end see if it was worth it. So let's get right into this video. So first we are gonna measure my calves, left side and right side, and then we're gonna write it down, and at the end we're gonna see how much we changed. So let's get right into the measurement. So starting to measure, so we measure on the same exact spot in both legs, and also when we return, we are gonna do it at 25 centimeters. So we're gonna put my finger right here, we're gonna spin it. So they are 30, let me see, I don't know if you guys can see, but 30, a little less than 36 centimeters on my right leg. And now we're gonna measure my left one. So this one's actually a little bit smaller than the other one. Somehow, that is weirdly, yeah. So a little bit less, about 35 and a quarter around there. So a little bit less than the other one. So hopefully we can grow this one a little bit more. And we're gonna be showing you day 1, day 10, day 20, and then the final one, day 30, and with the results. So let's get right into this. So starting day number 1, again, we're gonna be doing 3 different sets of exercises. The first one being the calf raise using a set of stairs. Obviously, if you don't have any set of stairs, it doesn't matter, you just need that step up. Now, specifically for this one, there were 17 steps, and I did 15 reps per step, coming to a total to 250 reps in total of calf raises. Now, this was day number 1, so really at the end, you could definitely feel the burn. I did try to go a little bit slow on this one, so taking my sweet time on this one, and then at the end, just to make that punch just a little bit extra, once I reached the tops one, my final set, I did stay upright with my calves for about 20 seconds. And this was basically it for the day number 1. And again, this should take you about 5 to 10 minutes, again, depending on how slow you do them. But again, day number 1, starting strong, not really that much, not that much pain. Now let's go into day number 10 and seeing as well what kind of exercise I do, which is with the weights section. Now let's start with day number 10 with exercise number 2. And now this one's gonna be strictly weights. And the first exercise, we got a calf extension here. And what we're gonna try to do is 2 different methods. We're gonna try to hit both sides of the calf. So once we're gonna use 15 reps, and we're gonna do with our toes outside. And then the next one, we're gonna do again 15 reps, but with our toes aiming on the inside. And that's gonna hit both of the exterior parts, and exterior and interior part of your calf muscles. And also I do 4 sets of these, again 15 reps on each one. And then after each set, I do some stretching. So you can really grab anything, but you put your you put your toe against that and then stretch, and that really gives you that nice stretch to that calf. Now let's move on to the next exercise. Now for the next exercise, we got these calf raises, and this one again, I don't put that much weight, but what I'm really focusing on this one is the extension. So I try to keep it like a second on the top and then go slowly, a second on the top and go slowly. And I do the same thing, I try to do 15 reps in this one, and the same thing, 4 sets of 15 on this one. Now let's show the next exercise. Now for our next exercise, we are gonna grab the leg press machine and do the calf extensions on this one. As you guys can see there, we got our toes all the way to the end, and we're really gonna focus when we're bringing the weight down. You can really feel the stretch. We're gonna do the same thing here, 15 reps for 4 sets, but at the end of those 15 reps, as you guys can see here, we're gonna wait at the bottom with the weight there for 10 seconds or 5 seconds, as long as we can hold it, and that's when you're gonna really feel the burn. Now let's start with the final day 30 and the final set of exercises. Just a little note here, I did start feeling my calves like hurting in the morning, probably after the first week. That's when you can really start feeling them. But then by the final week, don't really feel them that much. So now let's get into this exercise that I'm doing here. Now, this is more like a cardio and kind of like if you were just jumping rope. So the first one is you're gonna do 30 jumps, just normally. Next one, as you guys can see right here, we're gonna do 30 jumps as well, but crisscross. That's how we're gonna do this one. And again, it has to be one after the other, one after the other. And then the next one that we're gonna do is again, a set of jumps, but moving one foot forward while the other foot moves backwards. Again, same thing here, we're gonna do 30 reps, and the very important here is that you really try to keep everything on those toes, just everything on your toes, and really try to jump as high as you can. So
if you really just do this fast and not try to jump, you won't really feel it, but the more effort you put in the jump, the more you will feel it on your calves. And then the next one after this is we're gonna be doing some jumps. Again, you put both of your legs together and you jump side to side, side to side. Same thing here, 30 on each one. And again, this is really, really gonna work your cardio. And then after those 30, we're gonna do the same, but jumping forward, then backwards, forward, then backwards. So we're gonna do 30 of those. And after that, you really only want to rest about 30 seconds. And in those 30 seconds, you want to take a little bit of rest, but really only 30 seconds, stretch those calves and start all over again. And I try to do about 5 sets of these. So it takes about 2 minutes per set, and you only rest about 30 seconds. So it's really fast, but it really, really gets those calves going. And then the final one, just to kill those calves a little bit more, is we're gonna grab a set of weights, really anything that's comfortable for you, and we're just gonna walk around in our tippy toes. That is all that we're gonna do, and I usually try to walk around for about 5 minutes. So really this day is definitely, you can definitely feel those calves, and as you guys can see, even in this video, they do look a little bit bigger, a little bit chunkier than when it started. So again, my calves aren't the best, but we're trying. And yeah, this one definitely felt really good after doing the set of calves that was basically cardio. So it is the end of the 30 days, and let's take a look at the calves if they did grow a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a look, measure them from the bottom of my sock onto the top. The left one was 35 centimeters, which was a little bit smaller than my other leg. And now it is just a little bit over, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's just a little bit over 35. You can't really see on the camera, but just a little bit. I mean, a couple centimeters, but from first glance, it does seem like they did get just a little bit more defined. Obviously, I have a lot of hair, so you can't really tell that much. Let's go with the other one. The other one was 36. Hopefully it did grow a lot more because we don't want them super weird. So again, 25-meter mark. Go ahead right here and then spin it around until we get, and this one's also the same. So this one's also 36 still. So both of them are still the same size. They didn't really grow, but now I'm gonna show you guys side-by-side comparison to what I did at the start. And I do think they did grow a little bit more, or they just seem a little bit more defined compared to when I first started. Here are both of my legs side by side. Like for example, this part right here, I feel that the muscle comes out a little bit more. This leg definitely on the side, a little bit more defined, and this one as well. So I do think they look a little bit more defined, but again, in the volume, not that much. Also, in my diet, I am cutting right now, so I'm not gaining any weight. So that might also be a thing. Would I keep doing this? Definitely, until I see more gains and maybe start eating a little bit more. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have the same issues with calves. They did look a little bit more defined. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you all in the next one.